Welcome to Real Talk for Real Life, where we're realizing everyone is always learning and living your full experience. I'm your host, Coach C, and this is your Winning Wednesday episode, Walking Away for the Win. Somewhere along the way, we were taught that strength meant standing your ground, fight for it, prove your point, get the last word, defend yourself, win the argument. But can I tell you what I've learned at my big age? Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is leave. Leave the argument, leave the offense, leave the unnecessary explanation, leave the drama, leave the disrespect, leave the table where your peace is the price of admission. Because every battle isn't your assignment. Every disagreement doesn't deserve your energy. Every opinion doesn't require your response. And every invitation to chaos deserves a decline. Here's today's real talk. Walking away isn't weakness. Sometimes walking away is the win. People will be people. Life will life. Chaos will keep sending RSVP requests. But your peace is too expensive to spend on things that produce no return. Some of us are emotionally exhausted because we've been showing up to fights we were never called to, trying to convince people, trying to correct people, trying to rescue people, trying to be understood by people who've already decided not to understand us. Listen, everybody doesn't deserve an explanation. Everybody doesn't deserve access. Everybody doesn't deserve another chance to disturb what God is trying to settle inside you. I've learned something. Silence frustrates some people more than an argument. Your absence unsettles people who expected your attention. Your peace confuses people who were waiting on your reaction. So let them wonder. Wonder why you didn't respond. Wonder why you stopped explaining. Wonder why they can no longer pull you into the same cycle. Wonder why the old version of you didn't show up. Because she retired. The version of you that had to win every argument, retired. The version that had to prove herself, retired. The version that kept volunteering for emotional warfare, retired. Now you're protecting your peace like it's a full time job because it is. And here's what I want you to remember. Walking away doesn't always mean leaving people. Sometimes it means walking away from old habits, old guilt, old fear, old versions of yourself, old stories you've been telling yourself that no longer deserve a sequel. Sometimes the greatest distance you'll ever travel is the space between who you used to be and who you're becoming. And if you're somewhere around my age, you might remember CC Peniston singing, Keep on Walking. Baby, that's the soundtrack. Not because you're running away, but because you're moving toward something better, toward peace, toward purpose, toward freedom, toward yourself. So if you need a theme song this week, cue it up and keep on walking. Here's your fearless homework. This week, strengthen your walkaway game. Ask yourself, what battles have I been fighting that no longer deserve me? Who or what keeps interrupting my peace? What would happen if I simply walked away? Then choose one thing to walk away from this week. Maybe it's an argument, a grudge, doom scrolling, a toxic conversation, the need to always be right, explaining yourself one more time, chasing someone who's comfortable being caught. When you're tempted to re engage, pause, take a breath, smile, and keep walking. Not because you lost, but because you're finally learned what winning looks like. Here's the truth. Not every victory comes with applause. Some victories look like a closed mouth, an unread message, a boundary, a goodbye, a peaceful night's rest. The strongest flex isn't proving you can stay in the fight. It's proving you no longer need the fight to validate your strength. So this week, let your walkaway game become so strong that people start wondering where the old you went. And if they ask, don't turn around to answer. Keep on walking because sometimes the biggest win of your life begins the moment you decide you're no longer available for battles that cost more than they're worth. Because protecting your peace isn't quitting, it's choosing yourself, your purpose, and your future. Keep learning, keep living. This is real talk where we're realizing everyone is always learning and living your full experience. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and Facebook at Real Talk for Real Life. That's L.Y.F.E for more inspiration, merchandise, and motivation between episodes. This is Coach C. I'll see you in the next one.